It's your boy, Big Money Banks, HGM Media, back with another video, and I got a special guest with me. What's your name, bro?
My name is Chief the Chosen. I'm an upcoming rapper out of St. Louis, and I'm out on all streaming platforms. Just recently dropped a video on YouTube called Important. Go check that shit out.
Yeah, let's go. Her, she living in the city, but she grew up in Florida. She ain't worried about the fame, all she care about is fortune. She care less about the compliments, cause she know that she gorgeous. Marty Jacobs is her flowers, so chic, I feel important. Got a peach on her and I'll spoil her like she was riding. Cut from a different car, but booty softer than some cotton. Make a basketball just to where her booty just be bouncing. In her honeymoon stay, she wanna fuck on me for weeks. Tell your bitch you want a bag that come with her finest feet. Jordan Wild last that gave it back cause it was leased.
Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. So, you know, I really been paying close attention to you, and I've been watching you just kind of glow up. I seen you on Say Cheese video. I seen you on the Detroit hip hop page. I done seen you on the Atlanta hip hop page. Tell me, like, what is that experience like, and why did you take that route to promote your music?
I honestly feel like you gotta know your value and your worth as an entertainer or anything that you do. And I feel like I gotta put myself out there, and then the most important thing is investing in yourself.
Hell yeah.
That's just the primary thing that you gotta do, and that's for everybody.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. So, what kind of inspired you? You know what I'm saying? You know, like, a lot of people be like, oh, I watched this type of person, or I had this type of role model, but what, like, inspired you to be an artist and, like, man, I really want to do this, like, I really want to be a rapper? Like, what inspired that for you?
I just feel like I always had the niche for it because I got the gift of gab. So, and then growing up, hearing like Wayne, and then now Babyface Ray, Money Man, Migos, it just, I feel like it was for me because it matched just who I am.
Hell yeah. Hell
and then
yeah.
Music is therapy. That's just what it is.
I can actually respect that. I paid close attention to your video, and I was like, man, he not really wearing no chains. He ain't got a lot of women. He got a couple of women in here, but it's like, you know, you saying you inspired by like Babyface Ray and Lil Wayne. You know, what's the motive, or what made you be like, man, I don't need no jewelry? Like, what, like, you know what I'm saying? This kind of different.
For real, as an upcoming artist, I don't need to be investing in no jewelry right now, bro. That's just idiotic, in my opinion, because it's all about assets. Them are liabilities. Now, when you have the wealth to do that, I fuck around still don't. I might have a link or something, but that's about it.
Yeah, I'm all about, like, me personally, you know, with the jewelry shit, I'm all about showing off my aura.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the type of person, instead of go getting the Audemars, I might go get a Michael Kors or just some, you know what I'm saying, just some slice. So it ain't, you know, it's really, like you say, it's about investing in the dream. It's about investing in the goal. So,
but I agree with what you said though, because I feel like my personality and what I bring to the table is already outweighing what the jury worth.
Right.
And I want them to look past all that and just accept me for who I am, and then gravitate to me based off who I am on and off the camera. You feel me?
Hell yeah. And, you know, what are some of like the hardships or some of the things you had to overcome, you know, within like, you know, the past few years, like some of the things that you comfortable with telling us, you know?
Well, shit, I ain't gonna fake it. You know, everybody be having their little troubles with the laws and shit, so I feel like I had to overcome that, and then dealing with just trying to just keep a consistent income, no matter if it's hustling, working, or just investing shit. So I have to think wise and make smart strategic decisions on that.
Okay. What's one person like right now in your life that's really pushing you when it comes to just music or just working? Like who give you that inspiration? Somebody you could listen to, you could talk to on the phone. Like who does that for you?
I got like probably a couple partners, but that's about it. But it's mainly like I feel like I operate off my own energy, because when they ain't around, they ain't got no advice, who the fuck you gonna rely on? Yeah. And then I just talk to myself and God.
Yeah. So you saying like you your own light bulb?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. I like put that battery in my back. Okay. And then sometimes I may come to my peoples to try to charge up the battery. But shit, if they ain't got that energy, then You gotta get it out yourself.
What's one thing like you want to accomplish in 2025? You know what I'm saying? Not only just for yourself, but just for your family as well.
That's a good question. Honestly, personally, I just want to be able to say that I accomplished something within music, because you have a lot of doubters and you have a lot of supporters. And then the biggest part with me right now in music is not only proving myself right, it's proving others wrong.
Right.
Because people always got something to say. That's why we got critics. So I say just dropping about 2 projects. Yep. And I could care about the feedback, because I know it's gonna do what it do. Because everything I'm doing right now is genuine and it's coming straight from the soul. You feel me?
Hell yeah. So like with this music shit, you know what I'm saying? You know, you've been seeing people, you know, have their troubles. You see people like Diddy. You see people like R. Kelly.
Stupid.
Listen. Hold on, tight fam. Hold on, tight fam. You see people like Diddy. You see people like R. Kelly. You see people like Dirk. You know what I'm saying? You see those type of people who have like hardships, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to rap. And you know, rap, it puts that scene on you. It put that microscope on you.
Yeah.
How do you like how are you gonna be able to, you know, deal with that type of adversity when you already done had troubles with running in the laws yourself? You know what I'm saying? And you done overcame it. But how will it be different now that you gotta do it, because, you know, now you are an artist?
Honestly, I feel like as long as I stay focused on the goal, sometimes the plan changes. As long as you don't change the goal. And then you gotta have 2 feet in. You can't have 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna never work that way.
Yeah.
Because God gonna remind you that, oh no, you trying to teeter-totter, you gonna slip. So I try to stay focused on the goal, which is music right now.
What was one thing, you know what I'm saying, with pursuing music that you had to give up? Like, what was like, whether it was a bad habit, it was a good habit, whether it was a friend, whether it was a relationship, what's one thing you had to give up that you knew, like, man, the only way I can pursue this is unless I give up this to do this?
Stop letting people's opinions affect the way I think, because I feel like everybody allows outside feedback to affect their intuition. And I had to stop doing it. And then procrastination, that's number one for sure. Because people be like, oh yeah, I want to do this, but then they wake up the next morning and they don't do shit towards it.
He procrastinated me yesterday. We supposed to do this yesterday. I'm just fucking around. But I guess like procrastination, that is like every day everybody procrastinate, whether it's going to the gym, whether it's going to fix their relationship, whether it's working overtime, whether it's staying over. So that is something I think that society, you know, can definitely work on. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, with how music is happening on the St. Louis scene and how music is happening on the horizon, you know, you see a lot of female artists blowing up, you know, not only just within St. Louis.
I love to see it.
But just everywhere. What's one female artist you would like to collab with?
Do it gotta be from the city or in general?
It could just be from in general. Like who you want to do a song with.
So look, I'm gonna be biased first with my first person. I'm gonna have to say Sexy. I just love her energy and I feel like I could match it. Okay. Because she explicit, she gutter, and then she don't give a fuck who she a fan or how she say shit. She gonna be herself unapologetically. And who I am, that shit just gonna blend for sure.
Hell yeah.
And then I'm gonna say Lotto.
Lotto?
I gotta say Lotto, yeah, for sure.
You might have to watch out for 21. You know, he got them UK hitters and shit.
Man, I ain't worried about none of that. Shit, none of that.
I don't know.
And then look, I'm gonna go ahead switch it up. What's her name? Janae Eiko? How you pronounce it? Yeah.
Janae Eiko?
Yeah, Eiko, yeah. Fuck with her on R&B tip, but I'm still rap because I don't sing.
You might be her type, man. She like niggas that fit the Big Sean description.
Well, I hope she see this motherfucker. Straight up.
Oh man, this dude is a character. Yeah, man. It's I don't know. But it's definitely different. So, you know, talk about the women. What's one artist that you seen, you know, was at the top and they came down that you could learn from, and you was like, damn, like I can straight learn from him, and I can apply this to my music, or I can apply this to my journey. What's one artist? Yeah, what's one artist you know that was at the top that you paid attention to? You like their music, whether you was young or old, and you was like, man, that's one person I can learn from, or I don't want to be like.
So look, can they still be successful on something?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, for sure, 50 Cent.
50 Cent?
Definitely 50 Cent, yes,
Okay,
absolutely.
okay.
Because
So,
he has the best rags to riches story. And then, even though you're not gonna remain relevant in rap, no matter how the fuck good you is, none of that. He branched off into another outlet and excelled at it. So it's like, yeah, for sure.
Okay,
I gotta say 50.
Okay, yeah, I think,
Gotta say 50.
yeah, it's a lot of artists don't understand, like, you gotta do more than just rap. Like, the shit is a business, it's content, it's the behind the scenes. You gotta do the stuff that the people don't get to see, and you gotta learn how to market that. So, you know, it really doesn't matter where you from, but would you like to tell the people, like, what side of the town you coming from, and where you got the inspiration from?
What you mean? What inspiration? Like?
No, I'm saying with the music, with the everything. Like what side of town of St. Louis you repping? You know what I'm saying?
Man, look, I'm repping the whole St. Louis. I ain't repping no side.
Okay.
Look, we only got us. It's St. Louis versus everybody. You feel me? We all we got.
I can respect that.
So
I can respect that.
Yeah, I claim the whole St. Louis. Facts. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's bigger than just St. Louis. It's about the whole world. You feel me?
Facts.
And then I feel like we're greatly overlooked. When people bring up music, they talk about Atlanta, New York, LA, Memphis, even Texas.
Hell yeah.
Shit, what Andre 3000 say? The South got something to say. Man, St. Louis got something to say. You feel me?
In facts. I agree.
Yeah.
I can't disagree with that. I don't know how like involved you are, you know what I'm saying, with like natural disasters, but you know, I asked the last guy I interviewed, how did you feel about, you know what I'm saying, seeing a tornado happen and you saw people like just lose everything and just go through everything, like you know what I'm saying? Like, how was that for you, just watching it, knowing everything you could have is just could be gone within a blink of an eye?
Man, honestly, even though I wasn't affected, I was devastated because just imagine all the people that had built was caught up in it, and then all the time that people had done spent in them houses and then their community building it up, and then it's like that's all their hard work and money in. And I feel like that kind of like it just threw off the equilibrium, all that. So I send my prayers out to anybody that was affected by the storm.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. What's one thing you wanna do besides like rap? Is there anything like you interested in?
Oh, acting for sure.
Acting? Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So you wanna be like a Will Smith? You wanna be on the whole spectrum? You wanna do the acting?
For sure.
Rapper?
Why not be versatile with it?
You want Jada Pinkett too?
Nah, I don't want no Jada Pinkett. Cause I ain't slapping no nigga on stage for no woman. I ain't gonna lie to you. If it's too disrespectful, I'll catch you afterwards, but not on, you know.
I feel you. So, man.
Especially one that's gonna treat me like how she treat that nigga. I'm cool.
Yeah. The bald head ones, they kind of crazy.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
You talking from experience.
Hey, look. Listen, I ain't messing with that many bald head women, but the women I did mess with, they was missing edges, so I count that. I'm sorry. Listen, I love black women, but
at least she wasn't missing teeth.
Yeah, that's another story. But look, so we seen that video drop. I was watching your story probably about a week ago. I seen you post a snippet. So, what's the next single we can expect, and what's the timeline of it?
So the next single you can expect is between two songs. It's either gonna be 9 p.m. at STL or the song I got called Bigger Pie.
Bigger Pie?
Yes, sir.
I like that. I like that title. I ain't never heard of that.
Yeah. And then most likely it's gonna probably be in the end of July where I'm gonna drop the single. And then hopefully I can drop a video to it.
Okay. Yeah. So when can we like be expecting like an EP, mixtape, album? You know, when can we be expecting that?
Early fall, for sure.
Early fall?
Yeah, early fall. Guaranteed early fall. Okay. It might come sooner, you know what I'm saying? Good things come to those who wait. So shit.
Hell yeah, I like that. I like that. So early fall, we could be expecting the tape. So what's one venture that you got that you like doing? Like what's a hobby or a habit you like doing outside of music? You know what I'm saying? Something that just keep your head afloat.
Personally, I ain't gonna fake it. I don't care if anybody believe it or not. Shit, I like to work out, go to work. I like to read, and then I don't mind stopping by the bar once in a while. You know what I'm saying? Chill out with my people, but mainly it's just them.
Okay. Now, my next question: is it okay if we get like a little hot, like 8 bars?
Yeah,
I
was
16?
hoping it. Yeah,
Like how can we get
I was expecting it.
a little
That's
freestyle?
what I like to hear.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, shit. What you want? You want it now?
Yeah, we want it. We want it now.
Right.
We want to see what STL working with.
I got you. I'm gonna throw you a little acapella. As a jit, I was taught to look a man in the eyes when I'm speaking. You'll rather look up and down. I'd rather you look around. At least I know you vigilant. And don't be talking that gangster shit if you a citizen. Because whole time you need to get away from around me because you're probably witnessing. I always sleep with one eye open and keep my ears listening. You blinded by all this aura I got, but you don't see the vision. But best believe, I believe in God. I don't rub no genie because I ain't wishing. Ain't that 8? I don't keep track when I rap.
I like that. No, I like that. That was smooth. It was thought provoking. I mean, you could have went longer, but I like that. It was smooth. It wasn't about no guns. It wasn't about how many bitches you got, how much money you got, and I could hear in your voice like it's definitely like I'm hungry, but it's like I can also learn. It's room for improvement, and I liked it. So, and I think you something. It's something that St. Louis is missing. It's different. The tone is different. You know what I'm saying? The image is different as well. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got your fingernails painted. You ain't got no tight ass jeans.
Nah,
You know what I'm saying? So it's different. And we like it. We like it.
Yeah, man, you gotta keep everything original. Stay true to yourself. I feel like people be trying to follow other individuals' gimmicks, and that ain't gonna never work. Like, come on now, if you hear somebody that rap like Wayne, you might be like, you hard, but that ain't gonna be enough for you to want to listen to his music because you just go listen to Wayne.
What's one artist? What's one artist you wanna collab with that's like big right now in the industry?
So we thinking realistically, or we just
like realistic. Like what's somebody you wanna? It could be motherfucking Travis Scott. It could be fucking Iggy Azalea. It could who?
I ain't gonna fake it. So I'm gonna name about. I can name 5.
Yeah.
SZA, Money Man, Babyface Ray. I'm gonna say Sexy Red again, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get a last one to Kendrick.
Kendrick?
Yes.
Okay. I like that. Yeah. I like that. So I take it you went to his concert?
No. Not at all.
Yeah, he ain't no real fan. That's like me saying I like Drake better than Kendrick, but I went to Drake concert. So.
You mean Kendrick concert?
Nah, I went to Drake concert.
But you say you like Drake better than Kendrick, and you.
I do and that's why I said I went to his concert. Because I don't like Kendrick. I don't like Kendrick. No, I like Kendrick a little bit, but I don't think he's bigger than Drake. And some artists to me, I'm gonna be honest, like they're not that good in person. They're not that good in concert. So.
Oh, you feel like he's not a great performer?
Nope.
Compared to Drake? He's better than Wayne.
Who better than Wayne?
Kendrick is a better performer than Lil Wayne. I'm sorry.
See, Wayne at a different status. See, I've been watching Wayne since I was a kid. I've been going to concerts since I was 10. Yes, check this out. When I say Wayne at his apex, like when I saw him back in like Go DJ, like it's nothing. Like I'm 28.
Okay.
Like I didn't see Wayne when a Carter 3 dropped, so it's like I didn't see him at his apex. Now seeing him a little older, yeah, he don't got the same. It's more rock style. I mean rock star, but like that quarter 2 to like quarter 5. Quarter 2 to like quarter 4 Wayne in concert that shit just is untouchable.
I agree.
It's like watching a halftime show, but just in person. So
yeah.
But yeah, man, so
I feel that.
This has been a good experience. Anything else you want to tell the people, you know, that they should know about you, or anything they should be watching out, any upcoming projects besides the songs and the album you talked about, you know, anything you want to let them know?
Yeah, I got like a upcoming project, just solo me. I might have about like 2-3 features on it. I plan on dropping a double EP within the span of the next 3 months.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna have a collab with producer Traumatone at the end of the year.
Okay.
Traumatone.
So be on the lookout for that. Yeah.
Yep. And to top this all off, I appreciate y'all's support. Make sure y'all follow me at I Be Geared at all times on Instagram. Make sure to subscribe.
Yeah.
Hit a like for the algorithm. And remember, 2 L's at an angle, always a W.
Okay, yeah. I fuck with that. And don't forget to go ahead and look up on Instagram and YouTube and all your other streaming platforms, Chief the Chosen. Chief D.A. Chosen. Yeah.
I bet. We out.
You know it.
Them things you cooking up.
I can't make this shit up. I can't make this shit up.
Not at all.
I can't make